the judge is certainly not going to be looking for you to do that, because that's a lot to organize, and you can also write this sitting or posting, whichever the judge is not really going to be looking for that. Uh, the way I'm going to answer it now is I would say probably a judge would expect you not to change. Um, and the reason I say this is I did it in a judge's symposium, riding a big fancy mare, and I half haltered because I felt it let me half halter and get the change of bend better. And Axel Steiner, who was one of our judges, and he's recently retired, um, was judging this, and he said, and the writing is quite an odd desire to change your posting diagonal, in the middle of that figure. And I was like, okay, note to self, Olympic judge does not want to see me changing my posting diagonal. So my recommendation is don't. Again, I would say no, because you are correct.
I wanted to have a break.
And this is a strange piece of advice, but a lot of things are acceptable in the response
What's that?
if they improve the horse.
He's actually like,
if they make the horse happier, if they make the horse more
can I be done yet?
So if you are doing something that, like if you decide to sit the trot before you canter, and that improves the horse, and it's also kind of logical. But let's say you want to rise the trot into the canter, which is also perfectly acceptable. It's really up to you. It's what's most helpful for the horse. So almost anything you do that improves the horse that's not completely strange or against the rules would be considered fine. So if you had a horse that during the change of bend, it became easier for the horse because it's like a half halt, I'd say sure, go ahead and do it. You may have a judge that says, that's weird. They shouldn't be able to mark you down unless by changing diagonals you make the horse go out of balance or not be round or, change the figure. So if it improves
So
the
she's
test,
saying you
improves the
should
horse,
just stay on the
then
road
you go, well, that's not her.
pick a better time to change.
That is something like, well, that was really
Whatever you need to do.
So,
That would help the horse.
right. And yeah, and what's interesting is we found is when you start working on the bending a lot, it's kind of hard to steer where you want it to steer. And so that's where the play between the flexion in and the steering from the outside rein is going to help, because as you're coming in left bend, you're holding left bend, but you're inside right and outside rein, so no, to steer here, and then you switch the bend. They want to go that way, you're like, no, this rein and this leg side, stay here. So let's go the same direction. I have kind of a funny exercise that goes with this. So I had you change the bend about on the quarter line. So what I want you to do is ride that same shallow loop figure, but I want you, and remember on the center line, you go about 3 steps straight down the center line. It looks like yours. And you want to make sure that you're, kind of, if you're facing the judge, going right towards the judge or right towards A. You also have to remember that when you're on the center line, you can be about this far apart, this is A, and it looks straight to you. But the judge is looking for you to block out the letter A. And here's the letter A, and here, I don't know how to describe this. In that line, I need you for a moment to block out the letter A. So if you come just under, and it looks like the center line is you, because then you haven't quite made it, because you haven't actually blocked out the letter A. So when you're practicing, make sure somebody's standing there to see, and then when you come those 3 steps, the judge actually can't see the letter A. But really important, don't overshoot it. Because the second you've overshot it, the score is going to go way down. If you just way come to it, but you're really close, they're probably going to say, okay, good enough. But if you overshoot it, it makes the figure easier, and so they're going to give you a lower score. Anyway, so what I want you to do on this is we're going to go the same direction. On the left bend, I want you to do a left 10-meter circle and come back to the same spot on the quarter line. And then go to X, and then do a right circle, because you're now bending, you've changed the bend now to the right. A right circle towards the letter E. And then come back to your figure, and then make a left circle at the quarter line, then right, you're about to change your bend left. And so this is kind of wiggle. You're going to come around to a circle, go and change the bend, go to the middle, make a circle, go around, change the bend, make a circle, then go to the corner. Go see if this makes any sense. It may not make any sense. Pick up the trot and let's try it. Sounds like you've done it before. Okay. Sometimes it helps with hearing. Oh, I like the stars on your horse's butt. the outside rein. So when you start your figure, about the time left flexion, if you come to the quarter line about now, left 10-meter circle. Yeah, and you look ahead to your center line. Because now, yeah, beautiful. Now you're going to change the right flexion and go to the center line. Steer, left hand steers out a little bit. And then at X, the right 10-meter circle. More right flexion. Super. Super. And then you stay in right flexion. Ooh, just overshot the center line. And then a left flexion and left circle. Super. And then you come back to the letter. Yeah, give him a kick with that right leg. Get a little mad at him. He's being a little dumb. A little restrictive on, yeah. And I think you get a little heavy stomach on the outside rein, which then ends up steering your horse out a little bit. And your horse is kind of funny. He's like, I just choose not to cooperate anymore when that happens. Okay, do the figure again. Turn left right now. Go back and ride that corner again. That wasn't a very good corner. So I want you to ride that corner between A and F. The left flexion. Outside rein has to be a little bit soft. Left flexion, and then left circle. The outside rein gets a little bit soft. You want to make sure you stay really, yeah, that's right. And come back, right flexion, go to the center line, and then a right circle towards B. Don't overshoot. Fix your posting diagonal. And then the left circle, left flexion. Yeah, little tiny squeeze, like a little spongy with that left rein. There you go. And then fix your posting diagonal. I think somewhere we got messed up in there. All right, so go across the diagonal. I want to see this the other direction. So it's a thing you have to balance here is getting more bend and connection, but making sure that your pony doesn't get stiff in the bridle, or that you don't get stiff in your connection. That's something we all struggle with all the time. All right, so you're going to do just one time without the circles. Do K, X, H, and think about the corner right flexion. And then as you cross the center line, left flexion, all the way to X. There you look there, perfect.
Very nice, Abby.
Left flexion, and then right flexion. Be a little soft with your outside hand. There you go. That was a change of bend. Really nice. Nicely done. So remember, do it again, and try it this time with the circle. See if that helps or doesn't help. I'm not sure. You did a really good job on that one. I don't know if you need that help. Right flexion. And then a right circle. Beautiful. The right hand is spongy soft. The outside rein is supporting, but helping you steer. Left flexion. Right rein a little bit steers into the right. Yeah, left circle. Spongy with the left rein. Little kick forward, make your pony go. Because sometimes when you're working on connection, the horse doesn't want to go forward into the connection. So you have to make sure you're soft, but also you remind the horse to go. Right flexion and right circle. So a tiny bit more energetic. Yeah, and then into the corner. Nice. Now, come up the center line. And we're going to do the test. I think we have just enough time to just run through the test. And I'm going to coach you through it. And I know it, so Joan, I can read it.
Okay.
Sure. Actually, no, because I'll coach her instead.